Have you ever looked around and wondered why so many people settle for average? Not bad, not exceptional, just okay. Comfortable, safe, normal. You see it in the way they live, the way they talk, and the way they cautious, and within limits. But deep down, most of us are not born to be average. We're conditioned into it. We slowly fall into the trap without even realizing it. And if you don't learn to recognize the patterns, you'll wake up one day wondering where your potential went. In this video, we are going to explore a powerful truth: why most people stay average, and more importantly, how to escape it before it becomes your permanent reality. This message is not just meant to inspire you, but to challenge the way you think and live. So take a breath, lean in, and listen closely. Most people don't stay average because they lack talent. The truth is, average is the default setting of modern life. We take the job that feels secure, not the one that excites us. We choose approval over authenticity. We consume endlessly to numb the discomfort of playing small. And yet, inside every average person is the spark of greatness waiting to be ignited. It's not about intelligence. It's not about background. It's not even about luck. From a young age, we're trained to fit in, and most people, whether they admit it or not, fear those things more than they fear staying average. Sit down, follow directions, don't speak out of turn, color inside the lines. They want to avoid failure, risk, criticism, or even just the discomfort of starting something new. They confuse feeling safe with being successful. We're praised for obedience, not creativity. We're rewarded for staying quiet, not for asking difficult questions. Over time, our dreams are trimmed down. Our ambition is filed smooth. Our potential is caged within routines. By the time we enter adulthood, we're already trapped in a rhythm that doesn't belong to us. You grow when you fail, reflect, and adjust. Every successful person you admire had to endure the pain of being uncomfortable mentally, emotionally, or physically. Apply for that position you think you're underqualified for. Start the project even if you're not ready. Run before the sun rises. Wake up earlier. Learn something new every single day. They had to do the hard thing over and over, even when no one was watching. We follow the crowd, but the system doesn't reward greatness easily, because greatness requires discomfort. It demands change, sacrifice, and relentless. So how do you escape? You start by confronting the 3 traps that keep people average, and then you learn how to break them. Join communities of people who are going where you want to go. Speak less to those who drain your ambition. Trap number 1, the comfort zone. Choose wisely. Comfort feels good, but it kills growth. If you surround yourself with people who push limits, pursue excellence, and never settle, you'll rise to match them. Most people stay average because they chase comfort more than they chase purpose. If your phone is filled with mindless scrolling, if your evenings are spent numbing instead of learning, if your conversations never challenge you, then you are silently being trained for mediocrity. The problem is, the comfort zone is like a warm bath. It feels great at first, but stay too long, and you begin to rot. Growth only happens in discomfort. You grow when you push your limits, take risks, and face fears. If you want to escape average, you have to train yourself to lean into discomfort. Make it part of your life. Talk to that person you've been avoiding. Don't seek comfort, seek challenge. Because the moment you start choosing growth over ease, your life begins to rise. Trap number 2, the average environment. You become like the people you spend the most time with. If your circle is filled with people who complain, procrastinate, and settle, you will too. The average person doesn't realize how deeply their environment shapes them. Not just people, but also media, routines, habits, and spaces. But here's the truth: you can engineer your environment. Clean your space, fill your feed with value, spend more time with people who elevate you, even if it's through books or videos. You can't change your life without changing what's around your life. Your environment is either feeding your potential or feeding your excuses. Trap number 3, the identity loop. This is the deepest trap of all. Most people stay average because they believe they are average. They've been told by teachers, friends, or even family that they're not exceptional. They internalize that story, and over time, they stop trying. Because why bother if you've already decided you're not meant for more? But your identity isn't fixed. You're not born confident, you're not born disciplined, you're not born with self-belief. These things are built day by day, habit by habit, challenge by challenge. Every time you show up when it's hard, you are rewriting your identity. The way out of average isn't through motivation. It's through consistency, through small wins that stack until they become a new version of you. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building evidence that you can trust you. And this is where it all begins. Not in who you are, but in who you're becoming. With belief, not in perfection, but in progress. Don't sugarcoat it, don't justify it. Admit where you're falling short, not to shame yourself, but to free yourself. You don't rise because the world finally gives you permission. You rise because you decide to stop waiting for it. Say yes to challenges. Every small choice builds a life. So what does it actually take to escape average? You start with radical honesty. Look at where you're settling. Call it out. How did I show up? Where did I hide? That question alone can transform your entire life. Then you take consistent action no matter how small. If you stay the course when others stop, You'll separate yourself without needing to shout. Read 10 pages a day, wake up 1 hour earlier, track your habits, speak truth, say no to distractions. You set unapologetic standards for yourself. Average people lower their standards to match their behavior. Great people raise their behavior to meet their standards. You don't need external validation. You need internal alignment. You get obsessed with growth, not comparison, not ego, not perfection. Growth. Every day. Ask yourself, how can I be better than I was yesterday? What did I learn? And finally, you learn to play the long game. Average people quit too early. They want fast results, instant rewards, immediate praise. But greatness takes time. It takes resilience, patience, and faith. That's the paradox. Escaping average doesn't require brilliance. It requires So let's return to the question. Why do most people stay average? Because they don't know they're in a trap. Because they confuse comfort with happiness. Because they surround themselves with mediocrity. Because they believe the lie that they're not meant for more. But you right now have the power to break free. You're not too late, you're not too broken, you're not too far behind. You're one choice away, one action away, one mindset shift away. The world will not hand you an extraordinary life. You have to build it. You have to wake up and decide that average is no longer acceptable. You have to bet on yourself fully, fearlessly, and consistently. Because if you don't, no one else will. And years from now, when people ask how you did it, how you rose from ordinary to unstoppable, you look back and remember this moment. The moment you stopped settling. The moment you started rising. The moment you escaped average for good.